있어서.
Sometimes it's nice to slow down a bit. This place is buzzing.
That's right. This event is a miniature representation of that time known as the era filled with boundless possibilities.
Ooh, nice. But surely there's something.
Nameless, your arrival reminds me of the grand occasion when Penacony was first established. During a particularly grueling day, I passed out and was resuscitated by a dream. The dream-chasing era was truly a wondrous time. Oh, I miss those days and the watch. Scorched Sand Hall is my homage. I wholeheartedly hope you make it to the finish and emerge as the next superstars of Penacony. There's that
Hello, everyone!
trailblazing into the uncharted and
I hope that by the end of this journey,
a wonderful wish. Miss Kimiko, what are you expecting from your team?
Safety first, everyone.
Simple words, but full of warmth. Waiting for you are 3 stages, each connected to that era. The first 2 stages offer 2 distinct paths to choose, and in the last stage, you will face off against a champion who has defended a title to this very day. Those are the rules. Simple. Everyone clear? Now, I hereby announce that the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the...
Everyone, as the Penacony Festival is drawing closer, we must reach the end as quickly as possible. Factoring, March and I haven't known Miss Firefly for too long and aren't overly familiar with her. It'd probably be better if the two of you paired up.
fine by me. Let's do it.
All right. I don't have a problem with that. We'll split into the assigned groups then. It's not...
Welcome to the first stage of Soul Glad Enterprises' 33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the 20th season.
God, you
In
talk
the
too much.
school acting challenge, you have to complete 3 performances from 3 scripts. Now, make your choice. to introduce the rules of this challenge to you. There are 3 stages up ahead. On each, you will find your task is to bring those moments to life. Also, a bit of trivia. The record score for this stage is held by a participant with...
We are running out of time, so let's get this over with quick.
Sometimes it's nice to slow down a bit.
Just take a look at this pair. Such quality. You two, are you ready? Envision that you both, driven by the spirit of exploration, are arriving at the land of dreams that is Penacony for the first time. But you're driving an old clunker through the wilderness of the dreamscape, braving the cold wind. Now, Miss Greyhair, what line would you deliver to express your disappointment in Penacony? Very good. Now, though you're disappointed, your screen partner is conversely very enthusiastic. Now, young lady, you will say...
This is great! I love living on the... wild...
Very good, very intense. And then we cut to the story's next scene. You find a job mending the rails, but the days are long and your endurance can't keep up. And you find suddenly sweet rain falls from the sky. Now, Miss Greyhair, what line will best express your surprise at this moment? But at this moment, your partner yet gazes into the sky, both her eyes closed.
Perhaps we were never meant to succeed. Right?
Fantastic! Both of you have an incredibly solid foundation. Up next, you'll be challenged with a body language test.
I hope these tests won't take too long.
Nice. But surely there's something better out there.
Here, you two are required to skillfully utilize body language to picking up from where we left off. A heavy downpour saves you both stranded in the desert. This rain quenches at this moment. What should you do to make her laugh?
You seriously think that would make someone laugh?
Right answer. Your companion sees you rolling about in the sand and thinks about the arduous obstacles along this journey. She can't help but let loose a laugh, rekindling hope in her heart. And so this girl...
I'm gonna get back on my feet and keep moving forward.
A tug at the heartstrings. The story continues to develop. The heavy rain leads you both to sense a business opportunity. So you start venturing into the umbrella industry. Just as the business begins to pick up, competitors start flooding them up. You have no choice. The goods you stockpiled at high prices have to be sold at a loss. This is a pretty self-destructive move, which drives your business to the brink of bankruptcy. At this moment, what would you, who refuses to admit defeat, decide? Fantastic! But it's a pity your friend does not agree. Seeing that you're up to your eyeballs in debt, she sees me.
I leave Penacony.
Of course! Absolutely! However, the true test is yet to come. You're about to encounter
To the final stage. Two companions arrive on many years later. Their paths cross. Against the backdrop of a revitalized Penacony. Give it a shot. Try and convey this bittersweet scene to me. Bring it to life.
This is never going to end.
Your performance is far from satisfying. God, I never imagined that such a sad scene.
Huh? But we haven't even done anything.
This is brilliant. Your portrayal.
We have passed the test. We ought to hurry up. Stellaron is at stake.
Nice. But surely there's something better out there.
Congrats to both of you for clearing the stage. But more importantly, are you having fun? Look at the time. You finished much faster than that red-haired contestant.
That red-haired contestant.
You'll find out eventually, but only if you clear the next test first. Well, you have the option to choose gunfire, and under your brother Hanu's trial, or time, where you'll now make your choice. Dear friends, welcome to the enchanting universe created by... It is said that these cartoon characters were inspired by the... Enter into the world of Honu via the TV by the intro...
If it's a gunfire trial, we should be able to settle this with a fight, right? I hope this will...
Honours. Alas, Honor presently.
Oh, brave Hanu, you look like you can really use some help. Long time no see. Oh my! Listen close, but you know what? Now swirl along. I can't wait to see you finish.
Let's stay alert and make sure those monsters don't spot us. Look up there. If we can push that thing down, do you think that would do the trick? Finally, that's all the jigsaw pieces. Let's hurry back.
Oh my! Hurry now, Hop.
Such haphazard. Disconnecting from that thing so suddenly has left me feeling slightly disoriented. Is that Hanu? What exactly is he talking about?
It's time for me to...
Lucky?
In Dreamville, Rocky is everywhere and can do anything! Like Hanu says, battle! We must do battle! The enemy is at our doorstep, and we have no path of retreat! Touch that suspicious-looking TV right now!
So they just jumped inside that. Sheesh. Logic in this plot and dialogue is really being pushed to its limits. Well, here we go again. Ready? And gradually getting used to this.
Oh, did someone say high-level movies just now? In that last we saw, Hanu was preparing for battle. Suddenly, he hears but brave Hanu won't go down without a fight.
But we
Guess what? Hanu's favorite bazooka just so happens to be in this.
What a... walls, right? He wasn't lying. There's actually a bazooka here. Now we should have a way of dealing with those baddies. This thing feels just like the Soaring Locust tail. Careful. It looks like we've got more Here we go again.
Ah, shoot.
No, the not so unstoppable Hanu has actually fallen. Quickly, return to the battlefield and seek revenge against the bad guys.
Here we go again.
This sim.
Please proceed with caution.
Here we go again.
Congratulations to both of you. You've overcome in the final stage. You will face the defending. Welcome to the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival's 3rd stage in the 20th season, sponsored by Soul.
No way. I think I just saw someone extraordinary.
Please wait. My beautiful lady. By the glorious light of beauty! I never thought I would see you again. Such turbulent...
Are you a knight of beauty?
You've already heard of my humble title elsewhere? I am deeply honored. Upon hearing of the impending festivities, I commanded the one and only to bring me to Penacony with full haste. Alas, the cosmos unguarded by the beauty. This order prevails. Thus my passage was delayed by tending to the sick and injured. Fortunately, the mini-rabbit mech pilot, stray cat duelist, galactic ninja, and quad-drive Intellitron, along with 32 other souls in distress, all emerged from their predicaments safe and sound. I then led them all here to revel in the harmony with the countless other splendid beings. I do not deserve such praise. Unfortunately, that dashing IPC ambassador, whose radiance matches that of a beautiful peacock, remains in a woeful state. Ugh, how I wish... Okay, let's get back to business. Since fate has brought us together, it stands to reason that you both seek the accolade of the audition's victor, correct? Though upon arrival, I was once mistaken for a towering silver-armored fugitive with fiery red flames, my lack of eloquence. It matters not. What matters is that I now stand before you. Our paths have crossed. I, Argenti of the Knights of Beauty, am humbly requesting a battle with you both, in the name of the Code of Chivalry. If I am fortunate enough to emerge victorious, kindly Idrilla, the beauty, is the most fearless beauty of them all. Dear friends, please ready yourselves for the trial set forth by the beauty.
Fangs and claws got dull.
I am the blade. There's no time to lose. In the mood for another beating?
Ready to shine.
You're fighting a gentleman. Put forth all your might.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
Awesome! Watch this!
Step up, let's see ya. Nice like a good fruit. Full-bodied and sweet. My friends? Indulge yourself!
Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, Bless Cards, watch this!
Time to reap.
venture forth to hunt. Forever.
Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Nothing. Rise to the challenge.
Never hesitate!
Rise to the challenge. Behold this symbol of pure. Like a shadow.
Fangs and claws got dull.
Rise to the challenge.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever.
Triumphant!
Check. Check.
Victory is inevitable!
That's all you got?
Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, left card, what?
Great.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever.
Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Awesome!
Let the duel commence. Confess.
Not very sportsmanlike.
Never hesitate!
Flesh.
I can take
I am the shadow. There's no time to lose. Step up, let's see ya. The flesh wound. Put forth all your.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
Dark your convictions, friends, are indeed on. Fighting a the laurels of victory belong to a drill. Life's like a good, my friend.
Stay safe.
Indulge yourselves! Let's try for
I venture forth to hunt. Forever.
Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Put forth all your confidence.
Fangs and claws got
Time
dull.
to reap. You got it. High. Dark charge.
Never hesitate!
Let the duel commence. Put forth all your
God. Ah, it's the first time that ever happens.
Behold, this symbol of pure. You're fighting a gentleman.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever.
Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Confess. Put forth all your.
I leave it to you.
So close.
So stupid, we never lose so
Please
bad.
ready yourself for this trial set forth fun. Time to reap. You got it. High. Dark charge.
time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, left card, what?
You've been exposed.
Never hesitate!
Ready to shine.
Rise to let the duel commence. Put forth all your.
Now that was awesome! I could take 10 of you. Now watch this.
I am the blade. Like a shadow. things up.
You're the best.
Let's try for it. Nice like a good brew. Full-bodied and my friends. Indulge yourselves!
I venture forth to hunt. Forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Fear this will not fear.
Oh, I get it.
Behold, this symbol of purity.
Not your sportsmanlike.
Oh my god. Huh? Why can't I change it? So stupid.
No way. I think I just saw someone. Someone extraordinary.
Please wait. By the glorious light of beauty.
Are you a knight of...
Hear ye, the road. Upon hearing of the unfortunately, the many rap. I do not deserve. Okay, let's get back to business. Upon arrival, what matters is that I now, if I am fortunate enough to drill it. Dear friends, please ready yourself for this trial set forth by the beauty.
The flesh will. There's no time to lose.
Let's go.
Let the duel commence. Put forth all your might.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds. Yeah.
The flesh. In the mood for another beating?
Rise to this. Confess.
Fangs and claws got dull.
Nice like a good brew. Full-bodied and sweet. My friends, indulge yourselves! Time to
Rules are made to be broken.
Step up, let's see ya.
Behold, this symbol of purity.
Let's go. Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
I am the blade. Like a shadow. In the mood for another beating?
The flesh or fighting a gentleman. Let's time for it.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Victory is inevitable.
You're falling apart on your own.
Rules are made to be broken.
Life's like a good book, my friend. Indulge yourself! Rise to the challenge. Step up, let's see ya.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Fangs and claws got dull.
Time to catch. Hide!
Never hesitate!
Let the duel commence.
Let it do.
The flesh wound.
Show me what you can do.
Confess. Nothing. Like a shadow. Flesh wound. Rise to the challenge.
Rules are made to be broken.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Conviction, my friends, are indeed on. It's a pity. The laws of history belong to itself. Fighting a
Fangs and claws got dull.
Flesh
I venture forth to hunt. Forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Let's dive for that. Put forth all your
Life's like a good book, my friend. Indulge yourself! Rise to the challenge. It ain't over.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
Rise to the challenge. The flesh wound.
Rules are made to be broken.
Let the duel commence.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever. Triumphant!
Jaya.
Victory is inevitable!
Right in the heart of death. There's no time to lose.
Fangs and claws got dull.
Rise to the challenge.
Let's make it quick.
put forth all your confidence. Oh, this symbol of pure
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5
Oh my
seconds.
god.
Rise to the challenge.
You're fighting a gentleman.
Nothing. Time to mix things up. Life's like a good book, my friend. Indulge yourself! It ain't over.
Let's go.
Fangs and claws got dull.
Rules are made to be broken.
Rise to the challenge. Time to reach. Catch. Hide.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
That's enough. I have come to grasp the sincerity of your cause. I yield.
So it's a typo in the fight.
Beautiful! Truly a captivating contest. It is through you that I realized to uphold the honor of a driller, I must further hone my skills. What a beautiful lesson indeed! Go forth, my dear friend. Beautiful miss. The auditions I shall remain here, gazing from afar as you bask in the limelight, joining the audience in offering you the most heartfelt...
We don't have much time. May fate allow us to meet again, Night of Youth. In that case, let's make our way to the end. Penacony's really thronging with talent. I hope we make it in time.
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony Festival. Before entering the grand feat, I, on behalf of the organizers, extend my sincere congratulations to you, wishing you joy. As previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron, and have come to a both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
Just as expected.
We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities cannot and will not revert to a place characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy. Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable, ruthlessly eliminated, equality non-existent. Common folk living precarious lives, eking out a dreary existence. Ultimately, only heroes like yourselves manage to achieve success. But I would dare ask, if you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous and frail member among the masses, which Penacony would you prefer? A dystopia for the survival of the fittest, or a sweet dream paradise for all?
Mr. Sunday, even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron, now's not exactly the time to be holding an extensive discourse about Penacony. The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony. If anyone has a better suggestion, the crew is more than willing to listen. Also, it'd be best to tell us the ins and outs of it. way, we'll at least know what Welt and Miss Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
That is precisely my intention. With all present, let's begin by discussing the details of that meeting. Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, our ideals and beliefs, and our final course of action, the only path to take.
That I have bequeathed to the masses as a tool to realize their ambition.
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers, along with the song, will be broadcast across the entire planet of Penacony. And then everyone in their dreams will be unable to awaken.
This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of the 5 families. If someone were to use the Charmony Festival to recklessly disseminate the power of the Stellaron, this individual must hold a position of great authority.
Two assholes standing right there.
Do you have any suspects?
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron's existence?
I would have never thought that this nameless jumped the spear at me.
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances are dire and leave no room for meticulous inquiry. We're doing this out of concern for the dreamscape's safety. So, if you could, please alleviate our concerns.
Dream Master, it's just to prove that the Charmony Festival has nothing to do with the Stellaron. If we're being overly cautious, I will return to the stage to offer tribute in song, just per the arrangement.
You bastards.
Sunday, Robin, I've watched you two grow up and know your dispositions like the back of my hand. Both of you, right now, can surely be lauded as their most devout advocates. The magnitude of this matter is enormous and cannot be taken lightly. Since Mr. Yang has asked with such earnestness, I will personally respond in kind. If there is a need, someday, might I ask you to beseech them to cast their light unto me in questioning.
I will do as you command.
Robin, could I entrust you to be present as a witness, to document the truth, and to proclaim my innocence?
I will do as you command.
Ah, you dumbass.
I will be carried out on earth.
Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be...
Let us begin. There is nothing else to prepare.
Understood. question. Have you devoted your life to your god, never worshipping other gods?
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself, always heeding their admonishments?
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of your god, coveting more than the foundation of the creation itself?
Never.
Then, a final question. Do you swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my words, or if I renege on my vows, may I be cursed in accordance with divine law.
You asshole.
They have seen your faith, and have endorsed your faith. With this, it can be evidenced.
Just a moment.
What is it, Mr. Yang?
I have another question I hope to have answered. To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called divine laws. The god you both mentioned, are they truly Shipe?
Hindi. Lies the
Mr.
key.
Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity and unity under their light. All duplicity is laid bare before the harmony.
Lies. Lies.
Delicate and complex symphony. Which other god could perfectly harmonize this, if not for the great one, Shipe?
Perfectly harmonized. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from within this very symphony itself. In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their followers formed the Beyond the Sky Choir, spreading solemn and reverent hymns throughout the universe. Later, they fell. The route traversed by this Eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into it. The chorus that once reverberated across worlds fell silent, and when it echoed anew, it was transformed into the hymn of harmony. Though an Eon may perish, paths with no masters still linger. In the all-forgiving harmony, echoes of bygone...
Mr. Yang, being overly astute can be a detriment. Especially when you find yourself alone.
So this is how it is.
For the sake of our grand cause, son, please afford these two an opportunity to rest.
What?
Yes. It's so it begins.
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. I did not wish for you to know this. It's a pity.
So, this is the true reason I can't sleep. The shadow that envelops Penacony is actually...
We were never children of the harmony. Our ideal paradise could not have been crafted by Shipe. True bliss can only be guaranteed by the one who transcends the within the foundation of law. humanity establishes civilization, and through harmony, we obtain order.
Heh. Yo. What a tiki.
Unbelievable. To think that there would be remnants of the Order on Penacony.
What have you done with Mr. Yang and Miss Robin?
Don't worry. I just gave them some time alone to ponder their fates.
You should know that these actions make you an enemy of the Astral Express.
Should we need to stand against the Nameless, it would only be myself and the Oak family involved. But we haven't reached that point yet, have we? Your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone and have been widely observed. Smart kid. You're just as sharp as the other one.
If it is the Order that drove you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance, then there'll be no point in entertaining any type of discussion.
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko. They are in very safe hands, and just as the family has always proclaimed, no one can be harmed in the dreamscape, least of all in the beautiful new world belonging to the Order. Penacony and the entire universe have witnessed far too much innocent bloodshed. The strong wield their blades against the weak, and the victors push the vanquished to the brink of life. Natural selection. The world abides by this principle, establishing the well-being of humanity atop the corpses of the downtrodden. Only we, or rather, I, possess the power to put an end to this farce.
You don't
You've
say.
decided to resurrect a dead Eon? No one's ever done such a thing.
If Miss Himiko is interested, let's draw back the veil and speak candidly. I've always firmly believed that I'm willing to divulge the unembellished truth as to the intentions of the Order's Pathstriders, so that you will make better judgment for the Astral Express, for Penacony, and for this stretch of the universe. So, come with me, everyone. Let us retreat.
Huh? Where'd he go?
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my inner world. The reason the scenery before you remains unchanged is because you're...
That means...
Did you do the same to Welt?
It's a tuning process. Stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. The gray-haired guest has experienced it before, so she should understand what it entails. Tuning allows you to intuitively grasp my feelings, which also means that I cannot hide anything from now, everyone. Please look. From this point on, you will witness the numerous decisions I've faced. I've selected a portion of these to share with you. I believe after going through similar predicaments, let's begin. But first, this story happened when Robin and I were very young. We were victims of the Stellaron disaster, and the family's Mr. Gopher Wood, who would later become the Dream Master of Penacony, saw that we siblings had no one to turn to and took us in. Later on, Robin and I lived a time with nary a care in the world. One day, after dinner, while my younger sister and I were lounging about in Mr. Gopher Wood's yard, we spotted that baby bird was tiny. It didn't even have all of its feathers. and it couldn't sing. When we found it, we decided to build a nest for it right there and then. However, it was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, it stood no chance. We decided that when it regained its strength enough to spread its wings, we would release it back into the wild. Its destiny was to... No. I pass the power of choice to you all. Faced with this, stick to the original plan and build a nest with soft ore. Build a cage for it and feed it. I eagerly await your answer.
That guy just casually throws this kind of question at us? If it were me. After all, leaving it there, it's bound to get...
It looks like he really has no intention of imprisoning us. Back to the question. I would personally, no special reason. I do think that a fledgling...
I can't decipher his intentions right now, but so even if I was gonna release it back into the sky, it'd have to be strong enough to fly first.
Since you've made up your mind, allow me to reveal what, from what I've observed, there are at least 3 predators in that yard that prey on small birds. The Vossical scorpion, Asdana wolverine, and the huntington. Even if they shy away from humans, these animals are still near apex predators in a fenced location. As for the choice you made, I am deeply sorry. This story happened when I was appointed as Bronze Melodian. It was during that period that I had the opportunity. He was a dream chaser, and he told me I sold he had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy after hearing the dream chaser's story. I immediately... I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now, will you do as I did? And try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit, so that the Dream Chaser may live peacefully and realize his wishes? Or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are on him? I look forward to everyone's decisions. Witness you arriving at the same decision. Out of respect, I'll share first the outcome. He attained major success. After avoiding capture, now then, did he realize the wish he set out to achieve? He told me the reason he was in this predicament was because he conspired to usurp the head of the Alfalfa family. When I asked him about his 2 children, in the end, my heart aligned with the harmony. And the good deed I dared to undertake held no value, turning instead into a wrong. As to your choice, I once again the story this time. This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. What surprised me was the letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course.
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue.
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8.
Correct. Has she mentioned any...
A stray bullet.
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. To spread the word of the harmony. And to see, she hoped to ease the people's suffering with song. and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies.
Is she all right?
If the operation was successful, by the eon above, the bullet struck her neck directly. Yet those
Damned savages! I'll pack my...
Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments, don't you?
How could this happen?
It's all in the past, so please don't worry. Likewise, I've prepared one last quest because this is merely a figment of imagination. Would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony? Aware of everyone's stances. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the order where the strong govern the weak. I know the suffering tormented. The turmoil of losing your way. How sorrow and even despair set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain. Because this is not what happiness is. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but in definitive terms, way of survival that belongs to everyone.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this illusion make mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison, a place dictated only by the rule of survival of the fittest. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order. That is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor face the weaknesses of humanity. They can cast aside their primal instincts to build a haven for mankind. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract, so allow me to provide a simple example. As you all may know, there are societal norms like weekends and long weekends that exist on some worlds. During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life. And it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. They can live out their lives happily during these brief intermissions. It's just a pity. From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays. This should be the face of the new world. Idyllic, eternal, peaceful days. And thus, every person can return to their base selves in this utopia. Some gaze in reverence of the stars, pouring their whole beings into calculating the distance between us and the isolated world of Pagana. Meanwhile, Some seek refuge in quiet corners, holding one another, unencumbered by the chains of unwelcome obligations. There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way can humanity face the inevitable end with the purest of spirit, living a life of dignity. This is what it is to live in bliss. Miss Firefly, you who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely understand this.
It sounds like a flawless theory.
But what is the price to attain all this?
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening until the end of the cosmos.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical to defeat it.
Keep telling yourself it.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words, it is an escape.
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in everyone's hearts. Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as for why life slumbers, it is because we are afraid to awaken from our dreams.
No. Stop. It's just...
But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of human nature. And from there, show compassion and protection.
No one truly understands human nature.
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity brims with pessimism. Yet you express compassion for all, even when your heart pities them. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright. The want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide. Perhaps in your mind, you also view me as weak. Because I don't think so.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. McHale instructed before, tell him our choice.
And now we go to Danon.
What is this place? Does this place ring any bells, Misha? I don't know. It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by Amos. But weirdly, when we entered it, it was Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories. And the dream bubble, so I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery, Misha.
I don't know much about dream bubbles, but if you want to figure out what this means,
I'm counting on you then.
Himiko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha feels familiar with this place, my hunch. Exactly. This is where you and Firefly encountered death, which we now know as dormancy. Considering its connection to Dreamflux Reef, it's not surprising it appeared here. The question now is, who brought you here? Based on the clues we have so far, it's unlikely to be that masked fool. So we're drawing closer to the truth once more. Let's give Misha some time, as I believe...
All right, but there are doors all over the place.
I guess maybe I'm not entirely sure, but let's give it a try.
Wait,
Weird. This place is quite different from the hotel. But I feel like I've been here before. And if I remember correctly, there should be a fireplace down that hallway. And the room on the other side was a toy room. Oh, hold on. This doesn't make sense.
This could be a case of amnesia. Don't worry, Misha. It's common for everyone to forget certain aspects of the past. Those memories haven't vanished. They're just lying in the depths of your mind. Since this place seems familiar to you, why don't...
Yeah. Then let's...
Mikhail, that's the name. Now we all know him as the Watchmaker. So, who's he talking to? Do you know anything about it, Misha?
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the Watchmaker. But, Mikhail...
Anything special about that name?
Mikhail is...
Grandpa? Do you mean...
No.
Watchmaker's grandson?
But we haven't heard anything about the Watchmaker having descendants. And the name Mikhail is not rare. Perhaps it's merely a coincidence. Could you tell us more about your grandpa?
Yeah, sure. He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into mysterious seas and storms. He was always on the sea and had lots of friends who accompanied him on his travels. He didn't want me to call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old. He believed he was still young. The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents, Haley and Elise. Both renowned. Every time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea.
It appears that the seafarer has nothing to do with the Watchmaker.
Shut up, Watch.
So where's your grandpa now?
He went off on a new journey. And it's... So, where has Clonky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville?
Guys, I'm missing the point here. Himiko.
Some noises from the room. Origami bird? That's a friend of mine.
You and Origami Bird are friends?
Yeah. It's a member of the Compass crew. Just like Clocky and Miss Mirror. And there's more than just one Origami Bird. They are a big family with lots of brothers and sisters who look the same. They follow Miss Mirror's orders and handle all sorts of jobs on the ship. They're the best sailors.
Sailors? Can Origami Bird speak?
Could you tell us more about the compass, Misha?
The Compass is a ship bound for the New World. Clocky and his partners travel through layers of fog to the depths of the sea. Whenever there is danger, Clocky will use a compass and guide the ship in the right direction.
That's a great story. But in the Penacony cartoon, Clocky and his partners have always lived in Dreamville and never ventured out, right?
Huh? Oh, that's weird. I clearly remember Clocky.
Perhaps Clocky has a...
I think I hear the sound of water.
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead. Look, there it is.
The water resembles a precious jewel. Every time I gaze at the shimmering lights beneath the waves, it feels as though I'm back in this place.
Have you recalled anything, Misha?
Yeah, I saw these sentences in Grandpa's logbook. He used to say, he often said that those moments felt like returning to his family.
You know, I quite understand that. I'm not an elder. I was just being a bit sentimental.
Perhaps every adventurer far from home carries a fountain within their soul. Even though the other side of the sea remains shrouded in the unknown, the fountain in front of his house serves as a compass, leading him back.
Yeah, while Grandpa was at home, we would stand by the fountain and place the compass. Back then, I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him, and he would always laugh.
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer and has nothing to do with the watchmaker.
Still missing the point, Yaj.
Based on Misha's recollections,
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life. With no connection, could this be some sort of...
I'm sorry. I don't know. Perhaps...
We're going to the opposite side, right?
No. We should turn left here.
Huh? Something feels different about this place.
Up ahead is... Grandpa's study. It was in that room.
The atmosphere in this room...
Misha! You finally come!
Clocky! You're here!
are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the bookshelf. He described our world as a fountain. At some point, he ceased to ensure that everyone had land to settle on. He had to continue exploring the sea in search for the source of the rising seawater. On that day, he called me to his side, telling me that he was embarking on another journey. However, I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere and told me to stay home and patiently await.
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of stars. He spoke of a train that transports children with a desire to venture far away, traversing the sea of stars without ever stopping. He said that he knew the crew on the train, and that he had asked them to take me along. He said the journey I had always dreamed of would start there.
A train? Could it be?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the Astral Express. I remember now. Grandpa's friends are a group of nameless who came to this world to resolve a disaster. And he didn't get one. It was his cherished treasure. Here, every one of his adventures. He explained the difficult time ahead. He said, "Once I catch me,
What?
I'd eventually reach his destination." And that the sound between them. I think so.
This is the dream jigsaw, right? So we're
Do you remember? You said you obtained a mysterious shard when you stumbled into this one.
Hey, the shape seems to match.
Looks like we're just one step from revealing the truth. Let's...
Itching to chop it up.
This is it. This is my room of clock while I spent my time waiting for Grandpa to return from his voyage. Walter gave me this work here. I learned how to repair clockwork in gears, out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dream, I was born.
So, this building in the dream bubble is your childhood?
Yes, but not exactly. To be this dream bubble itself is my home.
Looks like you've remembered everything now.
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows something I don't?
That is why you are dumb, was.
Marge, do you remember the clocky that only she could see?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? I saw him in Tootsie, right?
Looks like everyone has an experience.
Yes, in the Astral Express. Our experience shows that neither Macaron can see this clocky. And when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the crew had ever talked with Clocky. I'm a medic, like only be seen by a soldier. It's just a hidden message left by someone. Please.
Still recording. Yeah.
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even grew up together. But Misha hasn't started the way of the trailblaze yet.
That's the key to the mystery, March. Now, take a moment to recall. Have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
Wait. No way!
That's the answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. And I
I'm a dweller in this dream. Just like a memory zone. I should have stayed here and waited for you. When reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door.
So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but rather the stuff inside ran away? And the whistle you heard was the sound of the express arriving at Penacony?
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story behind all this. It's best for me. How about we start with your name? Now, should we call you Misha, or... Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self. Now, please allow me to reintroduce myself. I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system, adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure, a name that carried their hopes. Mikhail Char Legwork, or simply Misha. If you prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name, the Watchmaker.
So, you're the Watchmaker himself?
Unfortunately, that legendary figure is no more. I am only a reflection of his life. As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. Friend of Clonky, a young apprentice, and a future mechanic on the Express. And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the trailblaze.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame, which I so cherished, in my deepest dreams, hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future generations. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for all the confusion this caused.
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it, and that's why he mistakenly appeared as a hotel doorman in her dream from the very beginning. The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. Perhaps that's what every nameless has to go through. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my friend has mentioned the Stellaron and my wealth. If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real. As for my wealth, however, it's nothing more than a baseless rumor. I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of trailblaze. I traveled to various planets until finally reaching Asdana, where my friends and I built the original Penacony and fought for its future ever since. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end, and I left behind no possessions worth entrusting. So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, I suppose it's the things that are still burning in the engine's furnace. Now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you, for the path of trailblaze is never paved by others.
All
is a story and 2 gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, guiding that naive child forward, and has been blessed with the presence of so many great people up to this day. And my hat, too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head and planted a fanciful thought in my mind. The trailblazing expedition will never end. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter the long dream of an old man. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
All right, everyone. Let's make a decision. Although I don't think anyone will have any objections.
Of course. We've come this far. Surely there's no other option than moving forward.
In that case, it's unanimous. Then let's proceed together to the end of this stream and tell Mikhail our decision.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Ushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha. The compass is waiting for you. Haven't you?
Now go, board that train and start your journey.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I promised the conductor.
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
Yeah?
I know what it looked like before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I knew it could be fixed. It's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're its mechanic now. As for the conductor, I'll do the talking.
But I only know how to fix watches.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes. I'll teach you what you need to know.
Where are you going, legwork? It's time to head to our next stop. I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan. I see. This place reminds you of home. The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory and still have a long way to go towards true freedom. Hanunu needs us. Don't worry. Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the Express, our path of trailblaze will continue. Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever. Leave in peace, my friend. And, take this with you. This is Mr. Amundsen's hat. But what? When he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Well, I suppose the time has come. Farewell, legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina. And don't forget to write to us.
Where are you going, watchmaker?
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip.
Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former nameless in Penacony. So why can't it be?
Because you're all we have. Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now. What will happen?
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Ah, Tiernan. How can I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking myself why I didn't go with him back then. We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession. Just wait for me to come back. But if I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next watchmaker.
Where are you going, old man?
Oh, you're here.
Answer my question. What are you up to?
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea. Wanna hear it?
Oh, come on. Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? I may be blunt here, but you're the last. If you die too, the secret of Stellaron go to the grave with you.
Yes. I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Estala. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade and send invitations to the entire cosmos to gather people here.
So, desperate struggle against the family?
Desperate? Don't we have you here, my friend? This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenging for us along the way? Well, I want to make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Misha! Where are you going?
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met.
Write it down? Why?
So I won't forget it. Do you remember how you...
Of course! You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room...
Yes, but what I didn't know, I was a kid. And there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too.
Yeah.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day it was. So, your name should have been Compass, and the Watchmaker is just a name.
We've arrived at Dreamflux Creek. So, where to next?
You know, Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere else. I've traveled far enough. It's time for a little break.
Oh. So, we'll set out again.
No, I'll stay here. And then...
This is... where it ends? What do you mean? You told me that the trailblazing expedition would never end.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
Next destination? What's that supposed to be? I've been Misha? You're acting weird today. If you're feeling down...
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm...
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape and beyond. But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation. Eventually, they gather the courage to make bold decisions. Whether it's calming, happy, angry, or sad. All they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the essence of clockwork, the will of the trailblaze. Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
To glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the trailblaze? Or perhaps the bond between you is so strong that it even impresses an Eon?
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
That's the case. On behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm extending a formal invitation to all of you. I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience, but on center stage. Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there, in all fairness. If you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
No. And yes.
I'm afraid so.
This is weird. Aren't arc villains usually plotting some dirty conspiracy in the end? But he actually said something like, in all fairness. Could it be that he's underestimating us?
Nope.
Well, in my opinion, Sunday is dedicated to his own philosophy and genuinely wants to prove that the Order is right. I sensed a strong conviction, a desire for dominance. Maybe he won't accept the outcome unless he wins fair and square. That's why he'll give it his all in the upcoming battle.
Yeah, you're right. We've even dealt with a Lord Ravager of the Destruction, so a follower of the Order won't be a big deal.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is organizing a bright future for Penacony and fulfilling Mikhail's and his predecessors' long. Now that we've taken up the mantle, we can't afford to fail them.
However, the same applies to the Order. Their plans materialize overnight, and they have the profound collective consciousness of the planet of festivities behind a desire to dream, to slumber and escape reality. All those hidden emotions they've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an eon. This confrontation is far more complicated than a simple power struggle. To secure Penacony's future, fighting on the stage alone is not enough.
What do you mean? Are you not coming with us?
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's heading off to another battle.
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave me only had a few lines, I couldn't ignore them. Because one of the lines said, I'll experience death 3 times in the land of the dream.
3 times? This can't be serious.
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the bladed dormants, which led to all subsequent events. The script will always come true, but in a way that will only be revealed. So now I've understood the meaning of my second death. And I am prepared to face it. If all goes well, my efforts will provide crucial support for you. Only by achieving victory in this battle can we secure a future for Penacony. And only then, my third and final death won't come true in the most terrible form.
The most terrible form? Does that...
The true death, where everyone in Penacony loses themselves completely in the eternal sweet dream of the Order.
We must do everything we can to prevent that.
Have you made up your mind, Firefly?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again, in reality.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. May your trailblazing expedition never end.
After today, Chapella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. That's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it
You mean my 3 deaths?
Silverwolf told me about it. It's such a shame that it's not part of my script.
Well, I want to live. I'm never afraid of death. The opposite of death is eternal life, and that's... people die. And I am no exception. Death is like a script. A fate that cannot be defied. But that's it. We have to choose when we want to rest forever.
Do you exist just to perish?
Are you not the same, Blade? The end you desire is not one dictated. If I were to die now, I would only be a weapon. Though its definition escapes me, isn't this the answer that ordinary tombstone that belongs to me once bore the inscription Glamoth's Iron Cavalry? Then it changed to Stellar. It will bear the name Firefly. And all the brilliance she showed at the end of her life.
So much tragic to Penacony.
That's quite unexpected, old man. Who would have thought your crazy plan would actually work? Do all you nameless fools just act on a whim? I can sense that this false sweet dream is coming to an end. The nameless may be young, but they had the ability to achieve this goal. Just like you did in your time. It's a shame you won't be able to see it firsthand. Maybe I won't either. Once something fictional is seen through, it ceases to, yeah. Not just those nameless. Even Mr. Wings is just like you. Stubborn, won't listen or give up, no matter what. Well, fate is unpredictable, I guess. If we weren't bound by those cursed paths. But in the end, we managed to. Now we can find solace. Remember how those idiots cursed us? They said, go to hell, you... Well, I don't know if they really meant it, but... If longing for freedom means going to hell, then I'll be joining you soon, you old fool. Let's get together and have supper again in hell. Oh, almost forgot. Here's to you. A glass of hello and goodbye, trailblazer. To the imperfect tomorrow.
I was just following the scent of life. It's particularly strong in a place like this. It's a shame these berries don't have much flavor.
Seriously? In case you didn't know, this fruit is pretty juicy. The only downside is that when it becomes extreme, have you lost your sense of taste?
I can still taste certain things. A faint sweetness. Before coming here, I stopped by a place called Orkron. It had barren cliffs and nights lit by bonfires. Burgundy snow would fall from the sky. When it landed on my tongue, it tasted like raspberries. The flavor wasn't exactly sweet, but left a lasting impression. When I think back on my past, I realize that what's tying everything together isn't the big events, but rather these small yet unforgettable moments. Reality. Losing oneself is a reality that every self-annihilator must face. At least I haven't completely lost my senses and memories.
Well, congratulations on adding another footnote in your journey. By the way, are you always alone?
No, I had a companion in Penacony. She's a short, nameless girl who aspired to explore IX. She always said she'd walk a path deeper and farther than Achilles.
Quite an ambition for such a small girl. So, what happened?
She became stagnant water.
Well, my condolences.
Condolences. The girl left with a smile. She never regretted her choice and most definitely wanted me to say goodbye with a smile. So, that's what I did.
That's proof that you're grieving for her.
Or perhaps I'm just afraid.
Afraid? I rarely sense that emotion from you. What do you fear?
I'm afraid I'll forget the 30 days I spent with her. Just like all the other days in my life. Most of them have already washed away with time, disappearing into an unseen realm. I fear that those vivid red memories will fade away too. There isn't much color left. And besides this faint, warm red, there's almost nothing.
Hard to imagine. A ranger accustomed to bloodshed, destruction, and chaos finding warmth in red color.
Because I have experienced this warmth many times. Long ago, I promised someone that I'd bring it to more people. And that for every remaining moment of my life, I'd strive for a better ending for all. As long as this red color still lingers, I have a chance to fulfill that promise. It represents a burning fire, a blooming flower, the berries in this cave, and life itself, fleeting, still dazzling. In the end, it will lead me beyond the horizon of existence. And on the other side, I will cut off nihility.
The one blessed by the sleeping and shapeless is considering how to kill them. It's truly pure nihility. But you're right about one thing. After spending so much time near this stagnant water, only when I look at this vibrant red fire.
When will this rain?
Perhaps when the sorrows of
Have you heard of a planet named Biari Scamandros, Don Hung? It's one of the paradises under the influence of the Harmony, a sought-after wonderland for the inhabitants of the Dardanelle major and minor systems. Half an amber era ago, the family held an unprecedented festival. And after that, everyone on the planet became part of the family.
Do you think the same thing will happen on Penacony?
Yes. Or how else can I explain it? The family deliberately used the Watchmaker's invitation to keep all the Pathstriders here, but banished the Emanator of the Nihility.
Because of the Nihility, I'm rarely affected by the power of other paths, but somehow I can unconsciously infiltrate them. Maybe that's the risk they're trying to avoid.
I would disagree. The Ares Commandros is not part of the credit system or connected to the Silver Rail. It's nothing more than a remote civilization sheltered by the Harmony. But Penacony is different. If the family messes with Penacony, that would be like declaring war on almost half the factions in the cosmos. They have no reason to do that.
No, they don't. If they truly serve the Harmony, that is.
What do you mean?
The path in Penacony is impure. The Harmony here has impurities.
Do you remember the ancient Sworn disaster? Tazeronth, the propagation, brought endless havoc to the universe, and it eventually evolved into a fierce battle among all eons. Two paths lost their eons in that war, the propagation and the order. Coincidentally, their downfall is related to a certain eon.
Shepe, the Harmony. Legend has it that they participated in the crusade against the Imperator Insectorum and devoured Anna the Order for unknown reasons.
Borgaroni. So you're saying that the two leaderless paths are working behind the scenes?
I don't see any descendants of the propagation in Penacony. Could it be that the remnants of Beyond the Skycrier are hiding within the family, trying to resurrect a fallen eon?
I can't say for sure, but they're definitely planning something for the Charmony Festival.
This is getting way too complicated. Is this why you want us to leave Astana right away? Are you giving up?
The festival will start soon. There's one thing that I need to confirm no matter what. A warp jump is the best way to do so.
Time is running out. I have another plan.
Hold on. Are you thinking of using the jade abacus of allying oath?
Exactly. The assistance from the Lawful Cloud Knights would be enough.
Think it over carefully. You can only use that once in your lifetime.
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions they're also once-in-a-lifetime treasures.
Suppose after the fight in the game.
Are you the only one here, my child? The Nameless is quite the diplomat. Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family. And IPC starships are gathering towards Astana. This is a crucial moment for us. So, where is the chosen one who harmonizes the fairies?
What do you mean, Master? I'm right here in front of you, aren't I?
You know, she was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival in our plan.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she doesn't want to sing for the Order, so I'll take her place.
You've always been wise beyond your years. I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
If you consider this a betrayal, well, there can't be two suns in the sky. I'll step up and take down the other sun if necessary.
Do you believe in karma?
If karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours, and I have mine. And my karma has nothing to do with you, Mr. Gopherwood.
All right. Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Well, the compromise came sooner than expected. Why?
You and your sister were born as twins of the Order. And one of you is destined to follow this path to the end.
Is this part of your plan?
Of course. You're still as clever as you were when you were a child. The opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the harmony and reveal your karma.
I have one final question, Master. Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world instead of a city filled with hope and dreams? Why?
It's for justice, my child. If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make the same mistake as the Harmony did.
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the Stellaron, but...
Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,336 souls of the Oak family have dreamed of this moment too many times.
I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun. Bathed in my light, my people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
This is the interior of the Penacony.
It's quite exhilarating to be flushed into the air by soldiers.
And not only that, the entire theater is